Welcome to Startup Capital channel. This series of 21 videos is specifically dedicated to 21 types of leadership, or you may call it as styles of leadership. Each video dedicated to one type of leadership. In every video you will learn 5 things. What qualities make them fall under a particular type of leadership? Why they are hired by the companies? What is expected by the management after hiring them? And if you are an entrepreneur or someone in management role looking for a right leader for a role, planning to hire a particular type, these videos will be a guide to you. If you are an aspiring leader, you may also discover the style of leadership resembling your personality. I would like to remind you at this point to subscribe to this channel and ring the notification bell icon so that when I upload the videos on leadership types, you will be immediately notified. Thank you. A transformation leader is hired generally from outside to transform the business to a new vision and strategy. This leader need not have to be a domain expert or expert at anything. He could be influence and motivate other leaders for a change, or he could be an expert in other domain which the company aspires to have, or the company due to its new renewed strategies is looking for personality-driven leadership which could move the culture of the company, which probably could have lost its shine for some time. Transformation leaders are change agents. The person could be a people's person who could bring democratic leadership style, or a hardcore technology expert or a domain expert who could bring change through authority and influence, who has got the mandate either to push through reforms or enforce them with power and authority. Depends what is the main objective of the company, what change they are looking at. This leader may be pulled in strategically and pulled out strategically when the job is done for a specific time period. But generally those who push through power will see backlash from the team. Very few times it yields results. On the contrary, the job of a transformation leader is not easy. The person who is either a founder or a board member who bought inside the company or the organization for a specific reason and a specific expected results or outcome would have also put his line on fire fighting opposing forces in the board and the management. This could turn ugly with people trying hard to make the transformation leader fail, particularly those who oppose him or those who wanted to have the status quo and not welcome to change, particularly not welcome to a person from outside the business. Transformation leader has 2 distinct styles. Either he or she will be pushy and forceful for change and transformation, or would try to win over people within an organization and make them change. Either cases, he or she will opt for organization restructuring, which can be good and bad at the same time. They can create enemies who they don't know exist. If transformation leaders does not spend sufficient time to identify people and culture and attempts to enforce or push change, he or she could fail easily. The best way is to allow this type of leader 1 or 2 years of time to see any tangible results. On the contrary, I have witnessed the management and board thinking otherwise, expecting faster results and asking the transformation leader to leave the organization, going back to status quo. When do companies bring transformation leaders? When companies see growth stagnation, when they want to restructure the organization, when they want to adapt to a new vision and strategy for a company, when they want to remove the legacy and culture which was not helping them grow, when they see competition beating them fair and square. As a transformation leader, you would be transforming a culture and legacy of an organization. Although you may be brought to change the product landscape, implement product strategy, it is easier said than done. Those are what you wish to have, but that wish can be fulfilled by people within the organization. Underneath any change or transformation are people's emotions. There are likes and dislikes. Hidden within is the people's resistance to change, resistance to transform. The focus of a transformation leader is not to talk about his or her plan to implement new vision and strategy. For example, if the company wants to renew product strategy, that would overhaul the development team's goals. In this case, the first focus should be on understanding who's who of the organization, the power centers. Breaking the barriers would be the first strategy before implementing any other strategy. Even before accepting the role, transformation leader should be given heads up by the management about the time period required for changing the mindset of people before actually witnessing any tangible changes, or in other words, the expected outcome or results. It may take somewhere between 1.5 to 2 years to actually see transformation and results. Qualities to look out for hiring transformation leader. Note that you can never call a person and say that he or she is a transformation leader unless you have seen or witnessed a proven track record. It will not be written on their face. It is those qualities which you observe in a person and give them responsibilities to bring in a change. Transformation leader needs first use case to prove that he or she can deliver. So what are the qualities that we are looking at when we are hiring a transformation leader? They have a long-term vision and not focused on short-term goals. This is the prerequisite to hire a transformation leader. Leaders with short-term views and short-term goals who believe in quarterly results will never be able to transform anything unless they have a long-term vision and long-term goals for which they are ready to risk short-term rewards and accomplishments. When a transformation leader is focused on a long-term vision, there is a good chance that they start suspecting their own decisions. And in order to manage stress involved in results not coming in quickly, many transformation leaders change their direction midway, yielding to pressure of the management to bring in short-term wins. This is dangerous. This is why a repeated reminder to all those who have put faith on the leader is important. A dialogue to state why they came, why they were given the position, and what to expect in few months down the line. Hence, a transformation leader should not only have a long-term vision but also have a lot of patience and perseverance on their sleeve to wait for things to transform. A leader who is not only good with skills and talent on the technical side but also good with human behavior and psychology. If a leader hired for this job has a master's or some form of a certification on behavioral coaching, will be an added bonus. They are most likely to succeed as they not only look at transforming the company, products and services, process and methods, but also managing people and their emotions. They should genuinely like people and have loads of empathy in them. So as described, empathy and emotional intelligence is required. How do you know they have it? You will never know unless you spend time with them. Before giving any leader to take up responsibility, management in charge of hiring should spend time with them. Interviews will never yield good results while hiring leaders. Everything looks good in the beginning, but the best way to hire any leader is to meet them 2 to 3 times for few months outside the company and make informed decisions without having to interview them. Once shortlisted, interview can be done to evaluate their plan and strategy. Finally, what they require is not a help on managing business, but a person to fall back on, a mentor or a godfather who can take up some amount of pressure and support them and believe them when odds are not in their favor. Single biggest reason why they fail is because nobody in the management bothers to be their ally, motivating them in their cause. Management should be made equal failure when things don't work out. This is not failure of a transformation leader, but the failure of the management. When you have one person supporting them in their cause, results will always fall in place.